Sherrock looks to take her first title of the series, and Hedman hoping to make it a
95.
double. But by the way they've played today so far, Colin, Fallon Sherrock probably a big favourite in this match.
Yeah, Fallon's averaging very, very highly today. 94, just over 94.
55.
And that is fantastic darts. I think word got back to us just now that she won the game in about 10 minutes, was it?
Yeah, that was against Chrissy Manley. And 9 minutes, in fact, in a last 32 tie. She's won the last 3 matches 4-0, all of them in around 10 minutes time, beating Kirsty Hutchinson, Chrissy Manley and Casey Gallagher. So not the easiest of opponents either. The only leg she did drop was in her first match against Yvonne Taylor, and she's averaged between 92.5 and 95.5 in all of them.
That's world-class darts, that is. But this is a completely different ball game to that.
130.
You know, these two both know what each other is capable of. To be fair, they must be sick of the sight of each other by now.
Yeah, they're having their own mini-series here at the Women's Series, and indeed at the Grand Slam qualifier.
60.
But Hedman has, you'd have to say, had the best of Fallon Sherrock, because she had an opportunity to win the first meeting between the pair, the semi-final
100.
yesterday in event 1. Missed 4 match darts to do so. Sherrock won that match and then lost to Lisa Ashton in the final, but then it was rather more emphatic in the second event.
85.
And Deta Hedman managed to win that match against Fallon Sherrock 5-1.
Yeah, the great thing about the lady players, though, Chris, is that
52.
is that was yesterday. Today's another day. This morning's another tournament. With later on this afternoon, the next one coming up. Deta stroked in a treble 20 there. Oh, she was looking for another one for a double 18 finish.
100.
Fallon wasn't looking when the first dart went in. Turns around to take aim at double 10 and pins it. In a mean mood this afternoon, Fallon Sherrock.
I think the way that the results are going at the moment, Chris, I think it makes for a very, very, very tight, tasty afternoon of
100.
ladies darts, because I think it's going to be so close at the top between 3, possibly 4 players, that there'll be all to play for.
It is looking more likely that it will be a race for 2 spots between 3 players, because Eileen de Graaf, yesterday's beaten finalist in the second event, has been knocked out in the quarterfinals of this one by Tracy North, who goes through to the semis for the first time in the series. Lisa Ashton has beaten Boa Greaves 4-2 and will take on Vicky Prum in her quarter-final. The other last 8 matches, Corinne Hammond 1-0 up against Jo Clements. Now, the winner of this match will face Tracy North in the semi-final.
Yeah, Lisa's got a tough game there. Vicky Prum's been around a very, very long time. Bags of experience. Again, no disrespect to Vicky. She knows she's playing one of the best lady players in the world at the moment.
96.
Who's in form and confident.
Perfect first start for Deta Hedman there. Not just in terms of where it landed, but in terms of where we are in
100.
the match.
Yeah, good leg here by Dee. Good solid leg. Ton, 40, 60 ton.
130.
Yeah, nice little bit of pressure there from Fallon, just to say to Deta, listen, I'm still here. You know, puts pressure on this 101 for Deta. It's a great opening dart.
Double 16.
76.
Couldn't have been a much worse outcome. That last dart from Deta Hedman. 86 left here for
86.
Fallon Sherrock. Treble 18. Couldn't find it, but Hedman's only going to get a maximum of 2 darts
59.
at double here. Could be already at a crucial moment in this match.
Game shot.
Yeah, nice little check out of 2 data there for Deta. And people might be thinking to themselves, thought she might have gone 988. But bearing in mind Deta's favourite is 18, and 4 is just
100.
next door, hence the 17-4.
Hasn't been a massive maximum hitter over the course of this series,
100.
Deta Hedman. But she has produced some clinical finishing. That's been a key aspect of the game, and she's been rather consistent in her scoring.
97.
Yeah, you know, I mean, listen, we know how classy Fallon is. You know, she's a fabulous player. But, you know, she will be thinking to herself that, you know, in the first one yesterday, yes, she got the result, but Deta had her chances to win that game. And
60.
Deta did beat her 5-1 in the second one. But, you know, like I've said before, they're both classy enough. It's a different day, different match. You know, hopefully that's all forgotten about, and this is just a fresh day and a fresh
140.
tournament. But is it lingering in the back of her mind? If it gets into a bit of a slugfest, if you know what I mean.
I think Sherrock must be
100.
feeling pretty confident based on what she's done so far today. Has been head and shoulders above the rest in terms of statistics. In 17 legs of darts before this match, she'd fired in 60 scores
58.
of more than 100. 8 of them 180s.
Yeah, Fallon is a prolific 180 hitter. But that's great numbers and
140.
great stats there.
The timing of that 140 from Deta Hedman might mean that Sherrock needs to get another score of more than 100 here. Might look at the bullseye with the last dart. Well, she opted for treble 14, gambled
66.
and found it to leave herself on double top, but she has to rely on Hedman not cleaning this up. Will it be treble 15? Oh, she has gone the treble 19 route. An interesting choice.
27.
Could have opted to leave her favoured double, but double top will do the job for Fallon, or double 10. Just taking a step back, she knows this could be a key moment,
20.
but she hasn't hit. The one saving grace is that last dart, or the second dart rather, for Hedman going straight. But she's found the treble,
42 scored.
so double 16 left.
Game shot.
Very, very clinical kill from Deta Hedman.
And a breaker throw. I know I've said it before, that it's only classed as a breaker throw. Now Deta holds her throw. But at this stage, it's still only best of 7. And that's a big leg there for
140.
Deta, and as she kicks off with a 140 to try and hold that throw to take a 3-1 lead.
Fallon needs to start firing.
135.
As close to a maximum as she's been in this match, but she needs to find something. She hasn't carried on at that extraordinary level that she's produced so far today in this one.
43.
It's a bit of a slip there from Deta, knowing what we do about Fallon scoring. You know, Deta will be begging here that a treble doesn't get hit.
56.
And it hasn't, so she's been let off there a little bit.
A reminder to viewers on PDC TV, or those that wish to subscribe to PDC TV, we will show both
78.
semi-finals here on Stream 2. Tracy North against the winner of this match, and then it'll be
100.
either Corinne Hammond or Joe Clements against either Lisa Ashton or Vicky Proom. Proom leads Ashton 1-0 right now. Still a race to 4 here, but the format increases in the last 4 to best of 9 and then best
100.
of 11 in the final. And Sherrock, you feel, really needs to win this leg.
56.
So the first thing she needed to do was just make sure she got on a finish, which she has. But the momentum is with Deta at the moment. 140 finish here. Well, she'll be thinking to herself, now if I can just hit a straight ton, that'll apply pressure to Fallon's 154.
60.
Steady 60. Still a little bit of pressure there, knowing that she's still got a 2 darter, but Fallon going for a 154 here. She won't be pleased with that dart. Great recovery.
Yeah, Sherrock
80.
knows that Deta Hedman is going to get at least 1 dart to take a 3-1 lead. She gets 2.
Game
And
shot.
only needs 1. And once again, very strong finishing from Deta Hedman. Very strong-minded she is, and it could turn out to be a Deta dream in the next few moments, because she's 2 legs up against Fallon Sherrock and 1 away from the semi-finals yet again.
82.
And Lisa Ashton is 2-0 down in her quarter-final.
Ooh, all to play for, all to play for.
It could end up
81.
being Sherrock and Ashton, the 2 players who were given top billing in the lead up to this women's series, actually battling out for second spot.
180.
Long way to go as yet. Long way to go. But like you say, they were both given top billing. But there's plenty of talented ladies out there that have been thinking to themselves, well, I'm up for the
61.
task. Don't forget about us.
And let's not forget, in that first semi-final meeting between this pair, Sherrock had to win the last 3 legs against Deta Hedman and did.
41.
Vicky Proom now leads Lisa Ashton 3-0 in their quarter-final.
41.
I think Deta will have a look, see what Fallon scores here, and I think she her head might have even turned to thinking, right, let's just focus on the next leg.
121.
This would be one of them times where you wouldn't hit a 180 willingly and watch your
100.
opponent take out the shot. Nice little steady ton from Deta.
Double 10.
Game shot.
I'm still here, says Fallon Sherrock. A 180 in the leg, her 9th of the afternoon, and then a very clean 77 kill.
Yeah, nice little 14 darter there. This is where it's going to have to really count now for Deta. You know, she's got the throw. She's got to try and
36.
apply some pressure, and she will not be happy with a 36 dart. Especially after seeing Fallon go straight into treble 20 first dart.
99.
Just seems to have played her way into the match. Fallon Sherrock, she wasn't at the level she had been all afternoon in the first few legs, but she's raised her game.
100.
She's needed to.
This is what makes great champions, Chris. You know,
121.
you think they're a little bit down and out, but they keep battling, and all of a sudden they find that little spark again, and they capitalise on it. You know, they start putting in the big scores and start taking out the big finishes, and that really does hurt.
180.
Hedman fighting back, biting back. And actually putting the match
59.
back in the palm of her hand, because Sherrock is powerless to stop her from this position.
$68.
I was just about to say there, Chris, that Deta would love to see a treble 20 there, but she wouldn't have wanted the treble 1 and the 5 to go with it.
Well timed assault on the treble 20 from Fallon Sherrock. Oh, this is a massive moment, maybe not just in this match or in this tournament, but in the race for the World Championship. Treble 19, not found, and Sherrock will return.
57.
needing 82 to force a last leg shootout.
Big dart for tops here.
62.
Ooh. Well, Deta's got a chance now. This is massive for Deta. This is massive. Big fat 20 for tops to move into the semi-finals.
That was some way off, but double 10.
50.
Closer, but not close enough. Sherrock again against Deta Hedman rides her luck, but she shows how it's done, and we are going all the way in this quarter-final. Nice to see that little show of respect between the pair. Obviously, due to the regulations, we can't do the handshake or the fist bump, but they were words of good luck. All the best, and perhaps Fallon Sherrock is saving her best for the decider. Maybe Deta Hedman is as well.
100.
Yeah, the one thing about these ladies, there is the greatest of respect. You know, they do. Fallon would have possibly looked up to someone like Deta when she was coming through the ranks. Deta was already a multiple champion worldwide. You know, but sometimes for you to reach the very top, you have to beat people who you admired on the way up, and it's purely business, mate. It's business.
140.
Well, she's still scrapping. Fallon misfiring in the previous visit. Hedman determined not to let this position slip, having led this match 3-1, and with Lisa Ashton trailing 3-0 in the other match, it all seemed like Deta Hedman was as good as Alexandra Palace just 5 minutes ago, but Ashton is back in it at 3-2, and this one's in a decider. That's how quickly it can turn.
60.
It's getting very, very exciting. This is getting great now. Imagine what this afternoon's going to be like.
Well, the first start
66.
from Fallon was sublime, but she's failed to follow and has left herself a sizable finish. 3 apiece here, 3 apiece between Vicky Proom and Lisa Ashton.
85.
Good recovery last start there from Deta. All depends how much pressure can Fallon put on this shot now.
Well, she's not going to take it out, so Hedman will return with another match-winning opportunity. Having missed a couple of darts
97.
to win the match, 1 treble in this equation will give her another. Can she find a way underneath? She can't.
100.
But leaves it perfectly poised. Well, it's double 4 for Fallon Sherrock.
.48.
And she hasn't found it. The head drops.
What a massive opportunity this is for Deta here. Oh, she was very lucky there. That could have gone into 16.
Game shot on the match, Deta Hedman.
And it is the same double that Fallon failed to find that sees Hedman force her way through to the semi-finals yet again. Deta Hedman in the last 4. And that could be a big, big win for her and an equally big defeat for Fallon Sherrock in the race to the World Championship. Will the Queen be back at the Palace in 2020? That remains to be seen. She's got one more event to try and force her way through to the World Championship. But Deta Hedman is looking very, very likely to be there. She's in the semi-finals, and we will have both semi-finals coming up here on Stream 2 in around 10 minutes' time.